podcast like this? Who gon' bring it to the table? Boss talk. Who your girlfriend favorite? Boss talk. We gon' do it how you want it. Boss talk. Yeah, everybody on it. Boss talk. It's a unique hustle.
Check it. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official, outstanding, motivational. That's when you're married, you gotta say all that, man. Mr. Baker's in the building. What's going on?
Nothing, no more there. Walk on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing. Go like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. I mean, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just look up Boss Talk Podcast 101 and you'll find us. If you want to see our full-length interviews without no interruptions, exclusive content, go to our YouTube channel and go under membership. You'll find our videos. If you want to sign up for our membership, that's underneath this video. You'll see the link to how to join our membership. Click it. You get to it real easy, and we thank you in advance for the support.
Man, check it, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Make sure you do what Miss Jamaica said. But this guy right here don't need no introduction. Everybody know him. We had a guy that was chanting everything about him when he was gone. This dude was incarcerated, and I ain't gonna lie to you, that's how I found out about him. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes, I'm gonna break it all down. He know where I'm going with this. This man right here, man, did some things. If the song fit, then man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here, man, he been known. That's all I'm gonna tell you. We about to get into it, man. Goldmouf is in the building, man. Goldmouf.
Yo, you already know what up.
I wish Mailman was home. Goldmouf was free. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When you got home, he wished you was free. Y'all linked up. How's it going, man? Yeah. This was the song.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can get into that shit a little later, man.
I know it. I had to give it up to you because that's Boss Talk hit different, okay?
Yeah,
this ain't no regular. I told you already. It's like, just think of me sitting under the tree. You pulled up in the when you left here, Monte Carlo SS. You feel me? Gray with the gray rims on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I run Benzes and shit back then.
Yeah, well, okay, the Benz.
Yeah, we had to put the old school to the side.
Okay, you pull up on me. I'm under the tree. Some niggas come in the Benz because they from out of town.
Yeah.
So they coming in from the city down to the country. I'm sitting under the tree and Goldmouf get out.
Yeah.
Now you on Boss Talk 101.
Now I'm on Boss Talk 101.
That's all it is, okay?
Let's do it.
Oh, man. So get to it, baby.
So, Goldmouf, born and raised in
Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia.
For sure.
So
that's it, right?
I've heard about Macon. What? Okay, people watching. What is it about Macon, Georgia that stands out?
I mean, Macon it has a very rich history as far as music is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of great musicians came from the city.
Like who?
Like Otis Redding. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Yeah. Otis
That's
Redding.
my daddy's favorite song before he passed away, man. That's you don't know the song, do you?
I know the song. Don't do me.
Well, whistle it then.
I can whistle.
Let's keep going, man.
So yeah, you know, she's Jamaican. She know.
No, I know the song.
She know Patra and all that.
Yeah.
You know that
Sean
type
Paul.
of shit. Yeah.
Bougie Bun.
If I could
all
sing,
them.
I would sing the song. Okay.
Don't know about no damn Otis Redding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You.
Nah, she know.
Look how she looking there.
We know boss lady know for sure. Let's get it though.
So, were you raised with your mom and dad together in the household?
Yeah, originally that's how it was till the crack era hit.
How old were you at that time?
I was around like 8 or 9.
8 or 9, then they split up.
Yeah, they split up. They got caught up in the crack fire that terrorized the, you know what I'm saying, devastated the ghettos and stuff. So that created a great separation. Mm-hmm. And, you know, because of that, you know, me and my sisters, we basically had to get it how we live.
So you're the only boy?
Well, I had an older brother. I got an older brother, excuse me, but he wasn't raised with us. He wasn't raised on my side of the family. He was raised on his father's side. So I was raised with my with my mother. Mm-hmm. So basically, I was the oldest brother. I was the brother of the household. I was the man of the household.
Were the sisters younger?
You know, my sisters were older.
Oh, so you're the baby?
Well, I got a baby sister under me.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying, most of my sisters was older. Mm-hmm. So I had to pretty much, be the man of the household, though, you know what I'm saying? Because my father was in prison. and my sisters, they were girls, and so you know what I'm saying. It's a man's world, you know, where there's responsibility is a concern. So I had to find my way.
So you say your father was in prison, but whenever they split up, how long after they split up did he go to prison, or did he go straight to prison? Why they split up?
You know, when they had got on, when my mother and my father got on drugs, you know what I'm saying, like when crack devastated the urban communities, it was like motherfucking Hurricane Katrina. So you know, everything started falling apart at that time, and you know, it wasn't long, you know, before we had went dead ass broke, because my father was a construction worker. He had a real big business in construction, so we was pretty well off. But when crack hit, you know what I'm saying, I started seeing TVs and VCRs and shit getting pawned and disappearing out the crib. So you know, he went on him a little stealing spree.
Okay.
He went to stealing and breaking and shit. So you know, it wasn't long before he wound up in prison.
How much time did he get?
He did probably like a 5 P's here, got back out, you know what I'm saying? The monkey jumped back on his back. Shit, he did another 3, you know, shit like that off and on time, you know, adding up though, you know,
right.
being away from his kids, and in the meantime the kids had to suffer and fend for themselves.
Were your parents the type of, well, since your dad had left and your mom was there, and drugs and all of that, but was he the type of father that still took the time to try to be there for you, as in present somehow? Yeah,
even when he was in jail, you know, he was in prison, he'll write these long ass letters and shit.
Okay.
You know, speaking all these big words that a nigga really didn't understand, and shit that a nigga didn't really want to hear at that time. You know, trying to encourage me to go the right direction, trying to give me wise advice as to, you know, how to be a young, productive man growing up. So yeah, he always did that, but you know, his tactics didn't always work under the circumstances.
Wow. I just you know, I cringe at the fact, you know, when I was researching you, it was a thing where I believe at 13 you caught a case for a double homicide.
Yeah, at 13
okay,
I caught a double murder charge. Yeah.
Was that out of frustration because you was trying to figure it all out? Or?
Nah, I mean, let's clear it up.
Let's be real.
I don't know nothing about that case. That's an open case.
Oh,
it's still pending. You know,
damn,
that long?
I don't give a fuck. A murder
It's
charge open for life.
Oh, I didn't
so
know that.
So you allegedly, you know,
they allegedly. Yeah. So I mean, was this something that when you were going through a lot as a kid, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, a lot of places you ended up were because of the situation that pushed you there.
Yeah, I mean,
you see what I'm saying? Not in it could be good or bad, but it's still something pushed you into those places.
How I got fucked up in that murder, that double murder at the age of 13 is because I was in the street, you know, doing the drug thing, selling drugs and stuff, and I was robbing like a motherfucker too at that time. And some white boys had pulled up to the hood. You know, anytime white boys come to the hood, shit, that was a lick. So I'm like, shit. I was, you know, about to try to rob these white boys, actually, because I felt like, you know, they had it on them. And when I got in the car with them, I was bold. It was like 3 of them. They was in the little 5.0. I never forget. I jumped in the back seat like, hell yeah, what y'all want? I'm finna serve y'all. So, you know, I had my gun on me. I had intentions on actually sticking their ass up, robbing them. But shit, I didn't know, but they was on the same old bullshit I was on. So they was coming to get a nigga from the hood to rob him, you know what I'm saying, for the work he had. So they took me to a cemetery, and they beat me real bad.
Wow.
They beat me real bad, you know, down there unconscious.
And you were by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. You know, it was a little bit ass 5.0 2-seater. I mean 4-seater, excuse me, with 2 doors. You know what I'm saying? Only 2 doors, so I couldn't get out the motherfucker. And I was, you know, I thought life was a game too, because I was so young. I was only 13. I had just turned 13. And they pulled out their gun. I'm like, what you gonna do? You gonna use the motherfucker? So I'm trying to get my gun out at the same time. You know, they started brutally beating me, and you know, I'm steady trying to, you know, do whatever I'm trying to do. And I just woke up later on that night in the cemetery. They had dropped me off in the cemetery, and I was bloodied up and black eyes and just bust all up. So I had, you know, made it clear that if I ever, you know, ran across these guys again, I was gonna get my get back. And just so happened 3, 4, 5 days later, you know, those, although I didn't have nothing to do with it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can speak certain things in existence. And so I guess just by me speaking that, you know, it manifesting, these guys got found in my neighborhood on the Duncan block, like execution style murder. Wow. Like 3, 4 days later. So
were they from your area though?
Nah, I think they was college students or something going to one of the prestigious colleges in Macon.
Dang.
Mercer University. And
so they're older kids.
They was older than me.
Right. Older than
I was
you.
13. They was probably like a 19, 20, you know,
20,
college age. And they had it figured out. They was on a mission too. And they got found like just slaughtered at the top of our block. And quite naturally, you know, everybody gonna automatically say I did it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I was in the streets doing the type of work I was doing anyway. They felt like it was right up my alleyway. So you know what I'm saying? I got up on a real deal investigation, scrutiny, and harassed by the police, questioned, interrogated. Numerous times. My family was up under surveillance, like. I had to go to jail, sit down, you know, just a lot of
being that they was not that they didn't look like us, that even made it more of a big situation.
Yeah, one of their mothers was the actual judge.
Damn.
And every time I went to motherfucking court, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was for a misdemeanor, trespass. Like every political clout she had, she would pull and make my life miserable, you know?
You 13, 14, 15.
Yeah. I mean, they actually during that time, that's when I went to YDC.
Okay.
They
call it TYC here.
Yeah, youth prison. So they sent me to youth prison. I had to go do a period of 18 months for some shit they just had trumped up on me just to get me off the street so they can buy time to build a case against me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And with you getting in trouble doing, you say you used to rob and you ended up on the streets and doing all this stuff, but then you saw your father went through what he went through and went to prison, and you saw the crack era the way how it was and your parents, but you still ended up being a victim of the streets. Why?
Nah, because I didn't look at that side of things. I looked at the glory side of things. You know, I seen the drug dealers with their motherfucking Dream Team Jordans on, with their motherfucking, you know, they jerseys on. I seen the homies Ron and they motherfucking fixed up cars, tricked out cars, you know, dime golds in their mouth, you know, Rolexes. This is what I saw. And this what I wanted. You know, the other parts of it, yeah, it was there, but that ain't what I was focused on. I was focused on, you know, trying to get me one of them motherfucking hard ass Cadillac with the 5th wheel in the back. You know, a motherfucking Rolex, you know, all the girls, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted in my life. So I didn't want to be the crackhead, you know, cooped up in a motherfucking dope house smoking rock. That wasn't what I was about. I wanted the other part of the life, the part that, you know, that's glorified. The kingpin lifestyle. You know, the part that I can get my family up out of the hood. That's what I wanted.
But even with that, you see the consequences a lot of time, because a lot of those people you saw, they eventually went to prison, right? Or died.
You don't really, but the thing about it, prison was glorified though. A lot of people a lot of people that go do time, even it's glorified now. And niggas respect niggas who got time on their belt. You know what I'm saying? When them niggas came home from jail and prison, I saw the love they was getting. Motherfuckers was hugging them. Motherfuckers was looking up to them. Like, you know, their name was ringing. Like, they had clout. They had a great reputation. They had respect. And that's the type of shit that you really needed in order to be taken serious in the streets.
But not only that, when you even got to the location of prison, people already knew you from the streets. That was already there, so they embrace you. Yeah, they make you feel like you, like, dang, you here?
It's a part of the culture.
Yeah, like they know that you was, and they knew who you was in the street. They know, like he not nobody to play with. We glad he here because now we more powerful.
It's a part of the culture.
Do you feel like there's something wrong with that though?
I feel like it's certainly something wrong with that. You know, for people to feel like they need to go to prison to be validated.
Right.
You know, for people to feel like it's okay. It's not okay because we know what it is. Nevertheless, in the streets, when you trying to gain reputation, it's kind of like gang banging right now. You know, you can't tell these people that, you know, gang banging ain't cool when it's destroying our communities and killing, we killing each other, killing, you know, fellow brothers around the way. But that's what they do. They gang bang for strikes. They want to get reputation. They want to be known as being the most gangster gang banger there is. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just a part of our fucked up culture.
Yeah,
and I think it has a lot to do with being one track mind, just like how you said when you was going through what you're going through, this is the only thing you saw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Till sometimes it takes somebody like you going to some of these kids or whoever and saying, okay, now this is what you see. Now think of it this way. You know what I mean?
But
sometimes it takes
even
that.
they don't. A lot of times, being that he's older now, the young people not really just gonna listen like that. They really go by like what they see a lot.
Nobody don't listen to nobody.
You see what I'm saying? Like when you was young,
I don't give a fuck.
Nobody
who you are.
listening.
Like, you got to go through shit yourself.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
But it still needs to be said, because I do agree with that. But I really believe I do believe that, you know, when it's time for, because so many people sit in the seat and say, my mama told me this, and I didn't listen. But when it was time for them to bring it back to the recollection, it stuck and they grew up. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, that's after they didn't went through it already though.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? See, when you was, you know, when you was young, you know, when he was young, when I was young, our mothers and fathers and grandparents told us a lot of things that we completely disregarded. But after we went through it and we got older, we seen the wisdom in it. And so we try to spread that wisdom to our kids and grandkids. But you know what? They got to go through it too.
True.
So yeah, some people will listen. Some people don't have to go through it. Like me, for instance, I never had to go through the phases of drug usage. I never had to go through that.
Never used it in your life.
Never used it in my life.
Me neither.
Because I seen what it did to
them.
my parents.
To parents.
I seen what it did to people that I knew was in great position, of great status, and it reduced them. It reduced giants to midgets. So when I seen that, I knew I was no greater than those individuals that I looked up to, that it completely destroyed.
Did you ever go through you know, being in the streets, the liquor store man that owned the liquor store get on, and then now you coming out with man, you coming out with boxes now. You can just get anything you want.
Yeah, you can get anything. and that's just how it was in the, you know, during the crack era. Like even crack today, I seen a lot of the homies that I did my thing with. Them niggas smoking rocks now.
Yeah.
And I say, how
just
the
like
fuck
that.
Did you get on drugs, nigga? We serve the junkies. We used to serve the smokers. How did you become a smoker?
It happens.
What do they say?
They be like, I don't know.
They don't. They don't know.
I was fucking with this girl. The most famous line it is that, man, I was fucking with this girl, this bitch, man. She got me on it. But we was serving the smokers. So you seen what it did to those people. So what make you think you are exempt from the power of that demon?
Yeah, and to be real with you, like, not only did it, I mean, if you come up in that era, you see the cooking it, you know exactly how all this stuff is going down. And for you to try it when you know what it's doing to people is crazy. I agree with you 100%.
Like my mom, right? I never forget when I was a kid, she used to take me to school. And she had this little dusty ass car. I forgot the name of the car, but it was brown.
When no Escort was it? One of them Escorts or Chevette?
Yeah, probably some shit like that.
Yeah. Them hoes was popular, nigga.
Yeah. And she used to drive me this little car. And on the way to school, she used to smoke cigarettes called Benjamin Hedges.
Okay,
Benjamin
yeah.
Hedges cigarette, the green pack.
Green pack, for sure.
Yeah. And so she used to have the windows rolled up. And the smoke was so stinking. I used to hate that shit. And I used to let down the window. And she was like, why you let my damn window? I'm like, I can't stand it. She's like, yeah, you saying that now, but when you get older, I bet you be smoking cigarette.
Wow.
So from that moment, I made a vow to myself that I never smoke a cigarette. And you know what I'm saying? I'm 30-something years old and I never smoked a cigarette a day in my life.
I gotta push it into the music because we got time.
Yeah.
I know you met Kinky first or whatever, right? Or did you didn't meet Jeezy first, you met King first?
Nah, King from my block.
So he from your block. So how did the music thing start? Like explain to me.
So I summed that up, but I don't want to really dwell on it.
Okay.
But so as I told you, I had to go to YDC, youth prison.
For sure.
So in the hood, I was always a rapper. I was always, fucking around with the crisscross shit back then.
Yeah.
So when I did go to youth prison, I got out. King came to me and said, you know what I'm saying, he got a friend named Lil J, you know, that want to meet me, you know, because he heard a lot about me being in the streets, and you know what I'm saying, they basically looked up to me as a youngster because they older than me. And so when I met Jay, he wanted to hear me rap because he had a partner. When I met Jeezy, he wanted to hear me rap because he had some cousins in Atlanta that was into the music industry. And so, you know, Jeezy didn't want to be no rapper, no shit like that. But he wanted to, you know, be on the business side of things with his cousin them because, you know, that's what his cousin was doing. So boom, you know, when I met Jeezy, you know, we kicked it off, and I you know, spitting little raps around the hood, and we linked up with two of his cousins from Atlanta, Said Black and G Money, and we did the first record. Then I linked up with them, and I did the first record that I had ever done, and that's how everything got started. And afterwards, you know, we formed this label called Young Gun Entertainment.
Okay, y'all young.
It was
what
very
the
young.
hell is Young Gun? Like when y'all, what you say you formed it, it's like you guys didn't do paperwork.
Yeah, they did paperwork.
Y'all did paperwork?
You gotta understand that Jeezy and
How much
Kink,
older is he of you than you?
Jeezy like about 6 or 7 years older.
Okay, I get it.
So Jeezy and Kink, like I told you, Jeezy was following the formula of his cousins from Atlanta who was already in the music industry.
Okay.
So they gave him the game. And then him and Kink had went back in 97, 98, him and Kink had went back down to Fort Lauderdale with Jeffrey Eubanks and Nemo. And they gave them even more game. So when they came back to Macon, they was like, you know what I'm saying, Lil Mill, because that's what they call me in the streets, Mill. My name is Amir, so they call me Lil Mill. They was like, Mill, man, we finna get this record label. We finna start Younger Entertainment, and we want you, you know what I'm saying, to be the rapper. We need you to do your thing, man, because you hard as fuck. You got the streets, you got the charisma, you got everything we need, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be CEOs, and we just want you to just do your thing. So that's how everything got started.
Wow, and so when everything gets started, you end up catching a case of some sort.
Yeah, I was catching cases the whole while.
The whole while.
Yeah, because of that judge that kept antagonizing you.
Yeah, and I wasn't making it no better either, because shit, I was steady doing the same
In the street.
stupid ass shit.
Because we ain't gonna learn till we bump our head. We gonna get to where we going.
When did the name Goldmouf come about?
It's funny, but so in the streets I had golds everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Golds all in my mouth and shit. And, so, you know, I think we had did a song called what the fuck was that in the song? It was a song like, hey, yeah, ride dog, nigga, I flip brick, and say, nigga, we both this shit. Can't keep. Yeah, so we had did a song, and G was like, I roll with young nigga that flip bricks and ride D. I ain't bullshitting, they real match, they gold tee.
Man.
So, you know what I'm saying, that was way back then, and so, you know, every now and then they'll call me Goldmouf. But when I went to prison, that's when everybody like really just like keyed in to the Goldmouf shit. Like everybody just really just went crazy. You know, that when Goldmouf I became more like a legend. You know what I'm saying? Myth type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got out of prison, you know, I ain't had no goals in my mouth.
But I gotta you gotta go back to this right here. Oh, okay. You get ready. You go to prison, or you get locked up. I'm trying to get to the point of how far along were you when you like had the deal that you guys had signed and everything.
Nah, we had went real far.
Y'all went far.
Yeah, we dropped like 3 albums. I got like the first record that we actually did.
What's up?
No.
The first record that we
Is
did.
it too nice?
I know getting on top of your nerves.
No, I ain't tripping.
Yeah, the first record that we did, it I got a habit with that shit too. I don't even know what the
I
fuck
do
I got
too.
to do.
I hate
around
it.
me, y'all.
I do
Yeah,
too.
the
He
mic,
hates it.
it's because the mic's gonna pick it up. But go ahead.
Yeah, so the first record that we actually, I mean, what was I saying? So yeah,
You said
the
y'all
first
did
record that we
3 albums
did,
or 3?
Yeah, we did 3 albums. Mm-hmm. So we did.
What was they?
I
Did
got
they
'em.
hit?
Yeah, I got them. They was underground though.
Okay, of course. Yeah.
What's the name
So-
of them?
One of them called "Blame It on a Yay."
Mm-hmm.
Another one called "Hell in the ATL."
You was doing all the rapping yourself. Nobody else.
Yeah, well, I had brought 2 of my homeboys along.
Okay.
You know, Kojak and Kid, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. They, you know, they still in the Mad Town doing their thing or whatever.
Okay.
So then we did another one called Off the Chain. And throughout the process, when we was doing the music shit, I had caught some more fucked up cases, murder charges and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was fighting cases, and King and Jeezy, they felt like I wasn't taking the music thing serious.
Yeah.
Because they had invested so much money, and I wasn't necessarily like just being who they wanted me to be. You know, as far as like just a rapper.
Yeah.
You didn't want to give it 100%.
No, he didn't want to let that street life
You
go.
don't want to leave the street life.
I would never say I never wanted to be in the street. You know what I'm saying?
It's just who you was.
I was forced to be in the street.
Yeah.
I feel, you know.
But then when you saw the opportunity to be, get it in the music.
But the music wasn't
He's
paying
like
my bills.
15, how old are you, 17?
Yeah, 17, 18, shit like that. So
shit, it
it wasn't
don't
paying
register.
my bills. So it's easy to say, get in the studio and just record music and be a rapper. But when first of the month come around, you know, you gotta pay your bills and shit. So how you gonna get the money in the meantime? You know what I'm saying? And working and stuff like that, and you know, coming from where I come from, niggas ain't getting no motherfucking job. Who the fuck want to get paid? You know, $5, $15,
You're exactly right,
like,
bro.
We ain't doing that, you know.
And we know we can get it. You know what I'm saying?
And I know I can get me a motherfucking quarter ounce of crack, break this bitch down, get me $600 big ass rocks and post up and flip that and come up on me a motherfucking half a brick in no time.
Next thing you on the hole.
Then you on the hole. Now you know what I'm saying, you breaking a hole now.
You gotta get that quarter key. He feeling good.
2,000 in your pocket, and you come up on 400 baby. You know?
Yeah, that's the big.
Man, you get on 9 zip before you know you on the brick.
There you go.
And in the hood, a brick is a hustler's dream.
That's what it was.
Come up on a kilo.
No cap.
A brick is a hustler's.
Yeah, cause you know, and we gonna get into it a little bit.
How much money is a brick?
Well, you know, the guy the greatest rapper, musician of all time, Pimp C, said they wasn't getting them for 17 down there, but it was some people saying 17 on these records, and so you know. So that but in Texas,
shout out to Pimp C.
I love the R.I.P. to Pimp. Man, I love Pimp.
He was wrong with that.
Oh wait a minute! No, you're not gonna come in here. Let me tell you something. You're not gonna come in here, nigga. Don't you ever in your life? Don't you ever in your life?
You gotta understand,
I want to hear it.
The numbers that they was quoting on record at that time, you know,
you was gone.
Yeah, the numbers they was quoting on them records at that time, it was unheard of.
It was too high.
No, it was too low. And then we in Texas, y'all down in Atlanta, and I was around then.
But you gotta think though, when the BMF era came, like those Mexicans, Atlanta is a drug hub. Mm-hmm. And they was getting that work over there to Atlanta, like the cartel was coming, like they was bypassing Texas. These particular cartelling, they was going straight to that.
No. Wait a minute. The ones you talking about?
Yeah, the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, because we got.
Oh no. Y'all
we getting everything. Don't play like that.
Hold on. What I'm saying.
Getting it.
Hold on. What I'm trying to say is that the people that they were dealing with
was bypassing
Texas. Well, you know, they probably had to stop in Texas, get across the border, and then come on through. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they main thing was pushing it to the hub of Atlanta.
Exactly.
And so when they got in Atlanta, it wasn't really no middlemen's involved. So that's why Meech them had them things going for 17.5 for real.
So where were you? Where were you? You were locked up during this time.
I was in prison.
But you knew the prices.
They wasn't like that when I was on the street.
But they were high.
They was 24.
They were 24. That's why I just want you to say that.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
But when you left, you could believe that.
I know that to be true because I'm in communication with a lot of the guys that doing their thing.
And you hear now, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but you hear when Pimp go on the radio, you heard about you
I don't blame
you were
Pimp.
locked up.
I don't blame
But
Pimp.
you heard it though.
I heard it, and had he not, I would have agreed with Pimp had I not known. Otherwise,
okay,
I'm on the inside, so I know what's really going on.
So they got a crazy deal that was unheard of.
These brothers getting 2,000 kilos at one time.
Of course,
these people got a main pipe coming straight to them, so it's a difference.
But the thing is, I understand what Pimp saying. Big Meech ain't Jeezy.
But what I'm saying,
you heard what I just said.
I'm not saying, but what I'm trying to get you to see is that the prices were that number. That's how much he was giving them to his people for.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. If
so
that's
I don't,
true.
So
if you wasn't out here.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you.
But I get you.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not me personally, I'm not gonna speak on
because you don't
things
know
that I don't know for sure.
Right, exactly.
Because like I say, I wasn't there.
That's hard.
I never had a brick for 17.5.
There you go.
However, nowadays they even cheaper. You get today, you know, I don't
prices not yesterday prices.
Yeah, I don't deal in drugs or anything of that nature. You know, nowadays. However, I got a call the other day. Somebody talking about, man, these motherfuckers.
Stop, man.
Yeah, I said,
no,
what?
man.
Let it go, man. I never heard prices like that.
Because you know what, man, it's different now. It's probably stepped on. This ain't like it used to be, bro. This day and age, you were gone 17 years.
Going down.
The prices,
no, the price ain't going. The quality definitely going down.
And during COVID, the prices was 52, 70, and some places, motherfucking 60 bands. You know what I'm saying? The call I got the other day, I got to put my shades on.
Say it's going down, right? But
yeah,
that's the devil.
That's the devil.
Trying to get you temptation.
They're trying to get me back.
We not going.
And I ain't going.
No, we not going. Because life is too good, man. We not doing that no more.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, it's too many hustles. I mean, there's too many opportunities out here.
Legal hustles.
Legal hustles.
They're giving it away.
Legal hustles.
It's too many legal hustles out here. You know what I'm saying? For a nigga to be going back selling crack and coke and shit like that.
Yeah, and
I mean, I'm sure there's good money in it.
I wouldn't know. Who's smoking crack?
People say that's not in style no more.
You break down a kilo right now, nigga, that shit gonna be...
The only thing you hear about right now is fentanyl. Fentanyl is what everybody be talking about right now.
Fentanyl
killing people, man.
Fentanyl has taken over for the younger generation. But you got the 80 babies and the 70 babies, they still like smoking crack. They want rocks in their system, man. They want to smoke a rock.
Oh, let me pull you back in.
Can people actually recover from that stuff and not want it no more?
Oh, you had some people that stopped. There's been cases, but
very
not
hard,
very few. But it's been cases.
It's very hard,
but it's been cases
not to relapse, man. Like
it's been cases. I know some niggas they never go back.
I seen some niggas that was smoking rocks and became kingpin. They never went back.
That's right.
But I'm saying it's very hard.
Thin, yeah.
When you get that monkey on your back, when you go to experiment with that cocaine and that crack, it's hard to get off that shit, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna pull you out of there, cause boy, I can talk about that all day. That's why I be sitting right there on it, you know.
Me too.
But I want to ask you, like after you get locked up, what's the first song that hit for Jeezy that you heard that you heard that you was like, damn, they own? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that first song?
Okay, this is what I do, right? Because I got nothing but respect for you and Boss Lady.
For sure.
I don't want to really talk much about the homie because I got nothing but love for him.
Yeah.
I want to focus more on
you,
on me, because he done did his thing. He done made his legacy.
Correct, for sure.
And it's time for me to let people know who I am, my story, and so I can create my own legacy.
No, you already doing that.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the first song that I heard that the homie had dropped was We Getting Money Over Here.
Okay.
What it do, pimping, you know what I'm saying? When I heard that song on the radio.
Shawty Red. Was Shawty Red rocking?
It was him and Bun B.
It was him and Bun B. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, shout out to Bun B.
Bun B, a real one, man.
A real one, yeah. So that's the first record that I heard that he had on the radio, and I was in the penitentiary in Florida, and I knew, it had a different dimension to it, because I'm listening to this shit. I'm in Pensacola, Florida. I'm in Santa Rosa State Penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, on CM. So me being that I heard it away from Georgia, I knew, this shit had to have some type of ring to it. And it made me very excited for him, and I was very, very enthused. I was inspired by hearing that, and it made me feel like the 35 years I had caught in the penitentiary wasn't so bad. But
35 years, man, how do you come to grips? Like, you didn't. You at the law library, you trying to figure this out. You ain't playing no games.
Yeah.
You every day you get up, you trying to figure something out.
Yeah, even to this day, a lot of people don't even know that I'm actually a registered paralegal. I can go work for any law firm in America. Like I've been certified. I'm a registered paralegal when it comes to business, corporate law, criminal law, civil law. You know what I'm saying? Family law. Like I'm registered in those areas, and I understand the Constitution. I know the Bill of Rights from the top of my head. Like you you know what I'm saying, quoting one of the Pimp C songs. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn those things when I was in the penitentiary in order to get myself out of prison. I had to, you know, learn how to shepherdize cases, learn how to litigate, learn how to, you know, compile motions and you know, just litigate, you know, to get out of prison. I helped a lot of people get these cases reduced. I was in a law library.
What was the craziest case that you helped to reduce?
It's a lot of crazy cases.
You got to give it to me. It's one
Just
that
give me
sticks out.
one.
I think one of the craziest cases that I helped a brother beat was he killed his mama.
Wow.
Yeah. And he murdered his mama. He stabbed her like 17 to 21 times.
How old was he when he did this?
He was of age. He was probably like a 20, 21.
And
He murdered his mama.
so you helped him beat the case.
Yeah, I helped him get back some of his time. They had gave him 65 years, and he went back to court after I litigated his 2254, which is a federal habeas corpus. He federal courts granted his motion, reversed and remanded, modified his sentence to 30 years.
Wow. And this is coming from a guy who only had a 6th grade education like Nito. My uncle, shout out to Nito, man, who left school. Grandpa told him don't go back. But yeah, like for you to make those strides, you'd have never seen that coming. Cause probably, I'm gonna be honest with you, for me, you know, once you got in those situations, you started to, you know, study and read, and you found out it was more to you than what you probably
Yeah, because you know, when I went to prison,
you see what I'm saying?
People was like, Goldmouf, you gotta find a loophole.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fuck a loophole was. They like a gray area in the law where, you know, they committed an error at your trial and you can get your case reversed or overturned. So I linked up with an old dude, you know, on my first day in prison. He was like, man, Jit, don't be like the rest of these Jits around here, you know, on the basketball court chasing these wham-whams and zoom.
Yeah.
You know, you better get you want to get that 35-year sentence off, you better get your ass in that law library and start studying. So I used to see him, he had all the law books stacked in his motherfucking cell, like all these case law that he had been reading and studying. He like, the first thing you need to do, you need to learn that damn Constitution. You know, the federal Constitution. I was like, oh yeah? So he put it in before me, slapped it on the table. This the goddamn Constitution. This is your rights right here. Learn the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution. So I started studying the rights, you know, learning to recite them in my head. And
This
learning.
before even education, it's just straight off the bat.
Straight, you know, the survival instincts kick in.
That's right.
You know, I liked it to live a good life. Before I went to prison, I was living good. I was rich. So I wanted to get back to that lifestyle. And I didn't have the paper because my brother had ran off with all the money that I had. Relocated, moved to New York, left me fucked up in state of Florida without a lawyer. So I had to fend for myself. So I started studying, you know, the law. I got a Black Laws dictionary so I can understand the lingo, the language of the law. And that's what I did. You know, I studied the law. I studied the words, the diction. I studied etymology, which is, you know, the study of words. And I had to, you know, apply myself like I was a motherfucking college law student, and that shit worked.
Wow.
Can a ex-convict become a lawyer?
You can't become a lawyer that practice in court, but you can be a paralegal, which is the people.
I know what a
paralegal that prepare the documents for the lawyer. I couldn't actually go to a courtroom and be a lawyer, you know, litigate. I mean, argue a case. You know, unless it was a pro se, unless I was doing it you know, on my own. But I can't fight.
Also, a pro bono, you could still go there.
You know
and
how,
do it?
yeah, you know how you're not represented by an attorney,
Right?
But you walk up in that motherfucker and, you know, say, yo, I'm representing myself. My name is such and such, and, you know, this is the case before me. You know, whatever, boom. So you can represent yourself.
Wow, you the thing I really that sticks out to me about you is the fact that you made $1 million while you was locked up.
Yeah.
I want to break that down, you know, and I know you know, you wrote the books.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the books. You know what I mean? These are great accomplishments to even understand. I want to understand how you even understood how to, you know, create, whether you self-publish, how you done it.
Yeah.
You know, mine was different. You know, we getting envelopes, all type of stuff, trying to come up with stores, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sell some tattoo ink. It was a little different, you know what I'm saying? Yours, you came up with a strategy that was big, that was mega, to make that kind of money, to be able to take care of yourself during that time. I think that's noble as hell. So just break it down to me how you was able to come up with the financial, you know.
Well, how everything came about, I was doing 7 years on 24-hour lockdown at Florida State Penitentiary.
Okay.
And at the time I was still sitting on 35 years. I had then basically, goofed up my life. And I wanted to still do something because I always been inspired. I was always motivated and determined to do something with myself in my life. And I had no other way of reaching the people.
And you said 7 years on lockdown. You mean that you had to stay in your cell the whole time for 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years. I didn't come out that cell until after 7 years. And the sun, the sunshine it felt like paradise. When the sun touched my skin, it felt surreal. And that's how it is when you at Florida State Penitentiary on maximum lockdown. So it was a very unique experience. That's all I can say. And even to this day, I don't even know how I was able to survive that, like, mentally. But I do know because I understand the steps and measures that I took throughout the process. However, back in my motherfucking mansion now, or whatever, I'm like, God damn, niggas living like that, like, whoa, let me make sure, you know what I'm saying?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so I get calls from my niggas in the pen, and I'm like, they like, man, they send me pictures and shit. They be like, bro, you remember this? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this shit. And niggas still living like that. So I have to keep that in mind, and that's like my motivation. So I do a lot of things that I do for my homies that I left behind the walls that I know will never see daylight. Brothers that I know, rooting for me, that genuinely want to see me win, that I inspire, that I motivate due to my story, due to my situation, my circumstances. And so, that's one of my main motivations.
You were saying how you were saying how you made the $1 million while you were there.
So what I did, I wrote the book. I was like, man, because everybody in prison, used to ask me about Jeezy.
Yeah, of course.
He was a real big deal at the time. And, I got tired of answering questions about that shit.
That's why you keep saying that in here. You like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, so everybody wanted to ask me about
But
him.
it's a part of your journey, though.
Yeah, but goddamn.
Now wait a minute. I want to ask you what is it this you've been doing a lot of press over there. How long you been out now?
Like almost 3 years.
3 years, and you answer Jeezy question till you can't answer no damn more.
Yeah, and I'm tired of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I'm tired of it.
No,
you know what I'm
let's be
saying?
real. Let's be real on Boss Talk 101.
Like,
what is the worst thing about it?
It ain't me.
You like that ain't mine.
It's a part of, yeah, of course it's a part of, my origin, what how I get in the industry. And every day I appreciate the homie for taking the initiative to being the person that he is today, because it opened up a lot of doors for me. You see what I'm saying? Just by, him making it. Whether it was intentionally or unintentionally or intentionally on his behalf.
Yeah.
It still opened up a lot of doors for me. And it, it gave me opportunity. So I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie. Nevertheless, I'm tired of answering questions about that nigga. But don't ask me no motherfucking questions.
Say these niggas, but man, you gotta understand, you was locked up and you don't know how big that movement was, bro. It was crazy, man. You wasn't here to see it, and it really makes it even more weirder. You like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, because when I got out and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still kind of new to me, but because let's not talk about Jeezy. But it was new to me.
Of course.
And so even to this day, a lot of stuff is still new to me. You see what I'm saying? So, me knowing a person that slept in my house, a person that, I used to let him wear my jewelry, a person that I really protected in the streets. If he had issue, they came to me for the issues, because I'm the street nigga.
I know.
They're not the street niggas.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? They did their hustle thing, but they not the street niggas. So when they had smoke, when they had, when he wanted to go get my earrings or rock my Rolexes and shit, he come to me. And so, to see the person that was a non-rapper that became a fucking rap icon, like it stills a mind boggled by that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know you are.
It ain't just like really just, just sat in with me, because and through looking at that example, I know that this shit is reachable.
Yeah,
it can happen for me. You know what I'm saying? It can happen for anybody.
Correct.
Because I got records right now in my phone, old ass records that we did, and you'll be like, who the fuck is that? It wouldn't be the individual that you know as a trap icon, trap rap icon. So, you know, that type of shit is motivation. It let me know that, you know, this shit can be done. You know, anything that you really put your mind to, anything that you're determined to do, you can actually do that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but the thing is, you don't understand what you just said. Really, I'm a thinker, right? You know, we hustle. So in my mind, you can't sit here and tell me you got a work, you know, music with you and him on it, all kind of stuff. No, wait a minute. I'm not saying, I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying, and not have it in your heart to say, you know what, I'm finna do me a whole movie or a series or something. You got the elements to do things that other people wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got that's money in the bank, to be honest with you, bro.
This record right here is called Players from the South.
You gonna send that to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, because I got to have it, because and it's just for Boss Talk. Cause I'm gonna play that hoe. Let me hear it.
This song right here, right? This the first song we ever done. It was in 97.
Already, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know,
I want to hear his voice in this time. Let me hear this, man.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, this him right here.
That damn show him.
Yeah.
That damn show him. Yeah, that's him. You got it. Okay. That damn show him. Yeah, you wouldn't know yeah on that one, was it?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
No, I love it, man. I love your honesty, bro. Kinka ain't nobody ain't working. I think everybody just not grew each other, bro. Y'all done. It's something different now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really think that's the case. A lot of people say
Nobody's
shit
doing a reunion, man. Like Hot Boys.
No, I don't think like it's the outgrowing. I think more so you can look at it from that perspective, but I think, you know, people change up on you, man. And it don't be the outgrowing shit. People change up. The money and the fame has a strange way of changing people, man. If you look at a lot of the most successful people, they got issues. They got issues with their people. Like, that's why I respect people like Jeezy, people like T.I. You know, because these people still got their original people around them. So you can't tell me that, you know, when you get into the money and you get into the different world of things, you can't keep your people right there with you.
Same thing with Birdman. It may look raggedy, but it's still there.
Look at Birdman. BG got out of jail. Although, you know, people can argue that there got to be some business going on, but the fact of the matter is that these people still fucking with their people. Look how many times Birdman, Juvenile didn't cuss Birdman out. BG didn't diss Birdman. Birdman had said something, but you know what? They still a family. Yeah. At the end of Birdman just loved Juvie Tuesday. We was at Juvie Tuesday one time. These people still fuck with their people.
That's real.
So anybody that's solid. Look at Jay-Z. Tata still around. Emery's fresh out of prison. He fresh on a private jet. This nigga a billionaire. This nigga still fucking with all his people. Shonda, that girl, Sean, all these people around this man is still there. So I feel like T.I., look at him. P.S. The whole country came. Mac Boney, all these people that you rock with. No matter how bad of a fuck up these people are, these people still connected to their people.
That's real.
So if it's anybody in the industry that you see that ain't connected to their people, you know, it's a question there. It's a big question there.
Question there, man.
Yeah, that's true. But then I was because the part that I was just saw the other day, because I like to see couples when that they do good. I'm always rooting for couples, especially celebrity couples, because I know how much stress they go under, especially once they become a union. You know what I mean? Because of TV and people at them and all of that. And to hear that they're now getting a divorce.
Oh, yeah.
That's a part of life.
Talking about the Jeezy situation?
Yeah.
What are you saying? What are you asking?
No, because he and his wife are getting a divorce, it says.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's too fresh. You probably don't even know.
Oh
nobody.
yeah, I think somebody sent me that shit. My nigga.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Shit, my nigga got tired of eating sushi.
Now, so let's get back to you, man.
Shit.
Like, so the $1 million move, man. Like, for you to make that a success, so to do it is one thing, but to make it a success is a whole nother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the situation you was in, it may seem like just something that you basically done, and it seemed doable, but a lot of people in there wrote books that didn't do nothing.
Well, you know, I look at everything as a hustle.
Me too.
I came from the streets, man, so I feel like I can sell anything.
Me
so
too.
if you give me 1 million motherfucking books, I'm finna treat these bitches like when I was on the corner selling rock. I'm finna sell every last one of these books. So that's the whole mentality and approach I had when I wrote my book. I said, shit, if I can sell 100,000 books at $10 a pop, you do the numbers. So that was my approach. I'm like, shit, anybody I'm with, nigga, we need to be pumping these books. You know what I'm saying? So when I wrote the book, that's what I was on. I was like, shit, we need to have events. We need to have all kind of venues related to this Life Before Rap book, because this bitch need to be sold. I need to sell. I already know what it's gonna take for me to sell a motherfucker, make $1 million out this bitch. Give me 100,000 book. I'm selling these bitches at $10, $15, sometimes $20 a pop. If a nigga got $8, fuck, give me $8. I'm a hustle. Let's get it. So that's the whole approach I had when I wrote my book. And
What's the name of your book?
It's called Life Before Rap. A glimpse behind Young Jeezy's rise to stardom. Mm-hmm. So because I wanted to tell the story that a lot of people don't know. Mm-hmm. A lot of people hear about certain things on rap records and so on and so forth, but I want to tell the backstory as to how all of these things got started and how pivotal it was, how instrumental it was when we was trying to make the transition from the streets to corporate America.
And in that book, what was the thing that, because I know your fans gonna reach out to you about certain parts. What is that part that everybody keep coming to you about in the book?
Well, the part in the book that I think I stated, me and the homie had a falling out, and it was related to the street stuff. At one point, we used to do dealings and stuff, and when I used to take the stuff home and weigh it up, it would always be off. 40 grams here, 38 grams there, and after 9 or 10 times I had brought that, to the homie attention. After 9 or 10 times, I finally brought it to the homie attention, and they added up to then a half a thing. So now it's time for you to pay.
I love it, man. You don't even know I love this.
I don't want to hear no
excuses.
Yeah, cause ain't nothing wrong with my scale.
He said he didn't do it.
I done got 3 different scales.
He said he didn't do it. You miscounted.
He was like, all right, cool.
Oh, really?
And I ain't like that.
Damn right you didn't like it.
Because now you make me feel like, okay, the whole time you knew what was going on. You trying to play.
Yeah.
And we don't play.
And you know we don't play.
So what did you do?
So I had a remedy for that. And,
okay.
I said to myself, okay, he said he was gonna straighten it, on this time, every time he come through, he was gonna add an extra 1 or 2 and so on and so forth, and that's how we'll correct it.
Payment plan.
But the second, third time came around and he never straightened it. So I said on the 4th time, it ain't gonna be no 4 times, they're gonna take everything you got. And that's how I'm rocking. And so that's what happened. And so, we kind of went all different ways and so on and so forth. But, overall,
that was the last time?
I mean, the last time we actually really
did business
did business in the, the street way.
But y'all still were cool.
Yeah, we were cool.
How the hell was y'all? He knew not to come at you about none of that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know what it is. It was a matter of it ain't about that. Everybody's a stand up people. It's just that when you wrong, like, when you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah, but I gotta say this now. If that was happening then, you could see how this is happening now. Stop playing. Stop playing. Like, this is real is real. But let's move on to something else, man. I just want the next book you wrote. Cause was that locked up or were you out? You was locked up.
I was locked up when I wrote that one too.
You killing the game. How much did you make on that book?
It's crazy because I wrote the verses before.
What?
it was even ever done. Like I predicted this whole thing. The book that I got is called First Verse. You know, the Jeezy and Gucci beef. That's crazy. I had already wrote the whole.
I gotta ask you something. Were you out when Jeezy they did that? So icy or no?
I was locked up.
You were locked up.
I was locked up during all that shit, man.
So you ain't know nothing about none of that.
Nah, I'm from Macon, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the, I only know about the Macon, Georgia shit.
stuff.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
I wasn't in Atlanta with people. I just know the authentic Macon shit. You
But
see what
when
I'm
you
saying?
wrote on it, how did you write on it? How did you
Because my
depict
niggas,
it?
because a lot of my niggas, they
told
been
you
there
stuff.
since day one and with, you know, through everything. Like a lot of my homies, like up until like a couple years ago, a lot of them was there.
So you wrote from a third-hand perspective.
Yeah, I wrote it from a lot of information that I got from,
Right.
you know, some key people that actually, you know, went on the mission, even when, you know, whatever.
So and so as you developed the book, what are some of the reviews you got back after you done this book? And like, did anybody ever say something that threw you off? Like, what the hell? How did he
I mean, I can't be questioned, man. My credibility is impeccable. When it comes to the street, I can't be questioned. How the fuck nigga gonna question me or ask me anything?
About
these
it,
niggas
yeah.
ain't walked in my footsteps. These niggas ain't seen the shit I done seen.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't went through the shit I went through. These niggas out here be on the internet. They be talking all this old crazy shit. You know, the internet, anybody can be entertained on the internet.
That's real.
But in real life, like, them niggas know what it is.
That's
Them niggas
real.
can't question me.
And I think I'm gonna tell you something. Like, you know, the ones who I've interviewed a lot of people, bro. I interview a lot, and I always tell you I know the ones. You know
Actually,
what I'm saying?
Blood Raw did my introduction
He did.
in one of my books. Yeah.
Blood Raw
And it's
cold,
crazy
man.
because I never, you know, met the homie on the
never met
streets.
him?
I never had no relationship with him on the streets. You know what I'm saying? I just heard that he was a pretty decent and thorough brother. You know what I'm saying?
You've been through a lot too.
I never fuck with him on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
So how did he ended up doing that?
Cause my nigga King, he fuck with him real heavy. When I was in prison, I reached out to him and we connected. And, he just did it for
Okay.
me.
That's
That's
hard,
dope.
man. Like the thing
Well, actually, he charged me some money to do it.
so you
But
really
it's still
business,
right.
huh?
It's business.
Yeah, everything is business with these people out here for the most part. You know what I'm saying? People say they fuck with you, or people, you know, some people do things genuinely from, you know, the heart.
Yeah.
But out here in this industry, it's a cutthroat industry. This shit worse than a dope game. These niggas will smile with you and kick it with you and spend the night at your house and y'all go hang out. But then as soon as you ask for a verse, they gonna see your motherfucking invoice.
But what I realize about his business is that
Man.
sometimes even the real ones, what they'll do, they'll charge you up front for the first one, just to see where your head's at. But after that, they'll do it for the solid.
No, that ain't. I'm being
Sometimes, because if
know,
they didn't
things
have
can-
a relationship with you,
Things can happen in any way. Kind of like the Dolph and, you know, Gucci situation. I think from what I hear, Dolph originally paid Gucci. And then, you know, from that point onwards, Gucci just wanted to rock with the homie, and so they did things. But even in those situations, shit, you know, if they sign to a label, the label might send you an invoice. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just a cutthroat ass industry. And I was listening to something the other day. It's really fucked up. Like black, our culture is really fucked up because a lot of people feel like your success means my failure.
That's bad.
Like, if you succeed, I can't succeed, or it's gonna make me look bad. But what they don't understand is that if you succeed, I can succeed too.
That's real.
It's not, if you succeed, we can all shine. It's enough money in the world for everybody. It's enough success in the world for everybody. So why not, you know, help one another? A lot of people feel like, damn, I don't want him to get on. I don't want to see him on because shit, he gonna stop me. He gonna stop what I got. Nah, man. Everybody can succeed in the same in the same arena. Everybody can be happy.
we live in a very judgmental society.
We live in a real fucked up society, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I one question I wanted to:
Yeah.
how much time did you actually spend in?
Oh, you know, I know. I've been
in prison?
researching.
Because I know you had
I did
36
17 years,
17
8 months.
8 months.
17
I didn't
years,
get
8
I didn't get the 8 month part.
Yeah, 17
years, 8
yeah.
months. when you looked at coming home, I seen where you had gotten stabbed in the back and you went through some stuff. Because that niggas do be like trying to figure out ways to, the devil, I still blame the devil, and I'm a spiritual dude. The devil be looking for ways to try to trap you, keep you in the situation for you to even get out and spin out the way you did. You know what I mean? To come home. That was something. When I heard your story, I was like, man, I can relate, bro. I can relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how was it? How intense was it? Just give me a little bit of spiel on it. Just coming home
about that situation.
Yeah, just
coming home.
Just the coming home part, far as that challenging the fact of you maybe not even getting to come home. How mentally did that, kind of mess with you? Because I know it would have.
I had lacked the confidence in myself in a lot of areas. Because, you get out and people like, you can't do this. Man, you might well go get a job. You too old to do this, to do that, or the other. And you hear those things. And a lot of those things kind of grow on you. And you begin to believe in those things. And so I had to, I had to like redefine myself. I had to re-event myself. I had to go through a complete reevaluation process. Because I wasn't going to fuck with music no more. But now I'm back in the music industry. And I just dropped some hard-ass singles. And I got a lot of records.
What, did Design or something? Did you have an album that came out? You had an album that came out when you first came home.
When I first came home, I dropped the album called Designer Trap.
Designer Trap.
And
how did it go?
It did. To be real with you, man, it did real good, man. Like, it did real good.
But how big was that accomplishment with you coming home, being that it was your first project? That had to be huge.
It was an amazing accomplishment
and experience.
Because it defied. It went against all odds. Everybody told me I wasn't gonna rap, couldn't rap. It was over with. So by me getting out, doing the Designer Trap, finding that ambition to do it, it was major for me. A lot of people expect you when you get out after serving that type of time that you're gonna be sleeping on your mama couch somewhere, trying to find a job in a warehouse or Walmart, so on and so forth. But shit, I got out and I put my feet to the ground.
But where did the motivation come from? Because you said when you got out, you said when you got out, you did not want to rap no more. So where did that come from? Where you like, okay, let me just go ahead and try again.
What sparked?
I didn't want to rap, but I know that it could be done. And I seen the type of money these fake ass niggas rapping about my lifestyle. A lot of these niggas out here rapping about my lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? I really did those things. I really caught those cases. I really motherfucking did that street shit. I'm really him who these niggas rap about. You see what I'm saying? So what the fuck I look like letting a bunch of fake ass niggas rap about this shit and I'm really living this shit. You see what I'm saying? So I can do this shit myself. I get a lot of, it made me feel good to be recognized. I had a little baby walk up to me one time. Like, yeah, Gold, man, you're a real nigga, dog. I look up to you. 2 Chainz, I didn't even know these people knew me. Walking up on me like, Gold, man, I love what you doing, man. You one of the realest in it. Boosie was so excited to do a motherfucking song with me that he gave me another song. Like, nigga, you ain't got, nigga, that's on the house, nigga, I got you, nigga. You're a real nigga.
Wow.
So, for me to be recognized like that, that shit made me feel real good. Coming from where I come from. I go to the BET Award, I'm saying, bitch, I'm right there in the motherfucking second row, right behind Uzi, Vert, and JT when they got into the little incident. You know what I'm saying? Stevie Wonder invited me to his motherfucking crib to have a one-on-one dinner with him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with niggas like Dave Chappelle. These niggas fuck with me. Like, they call me on the phone. These niggas respect me. They respect my legacy. They respect my story. You know what I'm saying? Travis, King, a lot of major people. The other day I'm kicking it with the United States Senator. Me and him golfing together. The governor of Georgia. I told the governor of Georgia, shit, my nigga, we out here golfing, but I'm a street dude. So if you ever get a car that I done shot one of these bitch ass niggas in the face, I need y'all to come part me out of prison.
No, that's real. No, you went in there the way you supposed to.
Yeah, I'm telling the governor straight up, like, yeah, we out here, we hitting these goddamn balls out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing this golf shit, but nigga, I might shoot a nigga later on in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying?
Goldmouf, man, you a real one, man. That's to be expected, bro.
Yeah.
Like for you to go through what you went through and then to be home now, man, and then at the end of the day, it could have went a whole nother way. You might not have made it home. You know what I'm saying? You went through a lot, bro.
I went through a lot in that motherfucker.
Now you home, nigga, supposed to celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm being real.
And it's crazy because you would think, people that see your struggles, that know your struggles, you would think, like I got my own everything. I don't ask a nigga for shit. I do for people. I'm the person that's giving. I'm the person that's always
you blessed,
helping
bro.
people out. And I thank God, alhamdulillah. So it's like, but you would think that people who are in real position would try to be like, damn, my nigga, I know you're a real one. So shit, I'm gonna give you a help. And the only person that has done that is my little brother Rollo.
Okay.
Rollo found Goon, who's in prison. He get out in like a month or so. And so he didn't reached out and he didn't, when he heard I got out of prison, you know what I'm saying? He made it to where, things were a lot better for me. And that's the shit that I thought Jeezy would do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The shit that Rollo do is the shit that I thought Jeezy would do due to our rich history. You see what I'm saying? But everybody, everybody on their different paths. You see what I'm saying? But I know if I was in, other people's situations and shit, and I know this is a solid one. This a nigga who never told, who never went against the grain, who did everything the right way according to whatever we believe in or believe in. Then I gotta fuck with you wholeheartedly. You see what I'm saying? And so when I hear people like Lil Baby, when I see people like, 2 Chainz, people like T.I. salute me and respect, give me that respect, it make me feel good because it shows me that the work that I'm putting in is not going unrecognized.
Man, you already got it though, and to be honest with you, again, I just said this earlier on the other interview, man, them doors that don't open for you, that's God, man. Keeping them closed because you don't need them niggas around you.
Yeah.
I'm being real. That's
real.
The whole game. That's the way, don't I look at it? That's, I be like, okay, I hear you. Because I don't want to be around no nigga that really ain't, I don't care how much money it's going to bring me, I don't want it if it ain't right, bro.
Yeah, because if the thing about it is that if a nigga don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. Period.
That's it.
I ain't no dick rider. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck about how much fame you got. It's about being a real and genuine person. Because to be real with you, man, I lost my nephew.
Wow. Like
2-3 weeks ago, man.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
And me and him, he was a young kid, Tory. He was 27 years old.
Wow.
He had 8 months before he was about to become a real motherfucking doctor.
Wow.
And he never did anything wrong. He never sold a bag of weed.
What happened?
He never cursed. He was driving up the interstate, going to pick up his 7-month-old son, and some nigga running from the police or whatever, going the opposite way of the interstate. So he coming, at 6 a.m. down the interstate, like any one of us would, and here come another car flying like a bat out of hell, going 90 miles an hour, coming up the wrong side of the interstate. My nephew never seen it crash. Boom. He left 2 of his Benzes in my garage. He was like, Unc, I'm on the way up there. We finna go get the window fixed in the Benz. And he never made it back. When I woke up, I was getting calls saying that he was dead. And it broke my heart, but I said that to say this. You can literally be here today, man. You can have the world tomorrow and be gone tomorrow.
That's real.
So love who you love and treat people the way you would want to be treated, man. Cause all this money and shit, this shit is nothing, man. At the end of the day, we all going back to our creator. And it's about your deeds.
Leave a legacy.
Yeah, it's about the deeds. Like, God don't give a fuck about your Rolls Royce. God don't give a fuck about how many bitches you didn't fuck. How many people you didn't did wrong. God care about how many people you didn't did right.
How many people you helped?
How many people you helped. So that's what impressed me. So if a motherfucker ain't out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to empower others and build their communities and shit, all that other shit, and trying to do right by God or whoever, whatever you believe in, then all that other shit, man, that shit ain't hitting on nothing.
Wow.
How would you want people to remember you?
I want people to remember me as a good-hearted, genuine, stand-up person that really want to see the best in every individual on earth. Period. You feel me? I want to see the best in you. I don't even know you. I don't even know you like that. I want to see the best in y'all. What the fuck can I do to bring out your best?
Wow, man.
I don't give a fuck if you outshine anything I got going on. I don't care about that. I want to see your best. What the fuck can I do to help you get to the best you?
Man, I thank you for coming on the show. Let me ask you. I gotta ask this, and because this your first time on the show. Top 3 artists of all time, dead or alive.
Any genre.
Top 3 artists.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, right?
What?
I want to tell y'all this, right? When I was growing up, I always looked up to Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let me tell you some real shit. Tupac is like, he's one of the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he had a wonderful legacy. But I don't listen to Tupac no more.
Wow.
You know why?
Why?
And I love Tupac, but I don't want to hear no more Tupac records.
Why?
Because Tupac was obsessed with death.
Yeah, definitely.
And every motherfucking song Tupac got.
Not every song.
Well, show me one that's not.
Dear Mama.
Okay. I'm sure he ain't said when I die, bury me a motherfucker. Well, he ain't putting that about death in that song. I'm about to go back over those lyrics. But every song that I listened to a Tupac, it had a death reference in it.
Yeah.
And we speak things into existence.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke on death so much to where he died.
But we all got to die one day.
But we don't have to die that early and that young. I don't think. However, we don't know. That's in God's hand.
plan.
But I agree
Right.
with you, though.
I'm just saying,
There's
like,
power.
No,
There's
there's
power in
the
what you
tongue.
say.
There's power in the tongue.
It's power in the tongue. And he spoke death so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I was around the other day, about 2-3 months ago, and listened to Tupac, and I found myself saying, when I die, I want to be a living legend. You know, I don't want to die. It's too early to die
So you
right
won't
now.
speak on it.
I want to speak on that right now. Let me live. I want to hear some shit like, when I live, I want to, yeah. That's what I want to hear.
Get
you know
my
what I'm saying?
roses while I'm here.
that's
Get my
real.
mom, yeah. So I stopped listening to that. Not that I have, much love. I love the brother. You know,
Goldmouf, if you trying to tell us that's not going to be a part of your top 3?
I'm trying to tell you that a point that I learned just by being wise and grown now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something that dawned on me. I
Yeah.
said, this guy was actually obsessed with death.
Yeah, I
Why
knew
was he
that.
A
speaking
lot of
on death
rappers
like
are
that?
too. A lot of rappers are.
Well, you got to realize what was Biggie's last song?
Life after death.
Mm-hmm.
Just death. But Pac, like all his songs, like Bury Me, Death Around the Corner.
That was a phase people were going through during
That was a
time.
phase.
Yeah.
And that phase is over with. Now let's pop some bottles and celebrate life.
Bro, but that's
You see what
what
I'm saying?
That's what that whole movement was about. Like when I look at Birdman, like when I look at them, and just the money and talking about the
They
having
brought
a party.
they
and
brought in
that
that Cash Money era. They brought in
they brought that in.
So-
that
Celebration.
new life celebration.
Yeah.
And that's why they went so hard. Because when you study the history of rap, you'll see that Tupac had came. Then Master P came with that same Tupac style, the same energy with Tupac. Then Birdman them came with that new nigga. No, we living life. We
get
popping
this
bottles.
money,
We
we got
celebrating.
all this stuff going
Yeah,
on.
Rolexes and
Entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurship. And so that's why they popped and took off like that, because that was something that we needed. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was something that we needed. So when it comes to, my top 3 rappers of all time, I gotta say Goldmouf. And look, and make sure
Well, you ain't right.
y'all make sure y'all go check out my new single, man, which is called Street Shit.
Street shit.
Yeah, and I'm about to drop. Me and Jeezy got a record.
A new one.
Yeah, we got a new record. It's called Getting It.
How did you make that happen? You gotta tell me that, bro. You can't do me
Yeah,
like that, bro.
huh?
How did you make that happen? Nigga, everybody else ain't been able to reach him. You playing games, so you don't want to tell me what's going on. I need Goldmouf.
Yeah.
How the hell did you make that happen?
I made it happen like this, man. So one day, since I've been out, this it right here. Hold on, me and Jeezy right here. So yeah.
How'd you make it happen? You got to give me the. You can't bring it up and not tell me the story.
Hey, shout out to my manager Lowe's, man. Here I come, man. Let me get up out of here. So me and Jeezy had been, discussing the issue of me and him linking back up, doing a mixtape together.
Okay.
And doing a bunch of records together. So, finally, we went ahead and got a couple records done.
That's good.
We did a couple records, and I have been keeping them in the cut. So now we about to get ready to release the record. We got the whole team behind it. It's called Getting It. You know what I'm saying? Goldmouf, Fan Goon featuring Jeezy. So it's a real tough record, and we got a remix of that same record.
Visuals coming with it?
Yeah, visuals coming with it.
Hard.
We about to drop it real soon. My manager Los, shout out to Los. Whenever we get this date down pat, we finna drop these records, and we finna go up. In the meantime, my little brother Rollo, he about to come home. He come home in a month and a half from prison. He done did 6.5 years. Rollo Fan Goon. Shout out to my little brother Rollo, loving to death.
Hard.
So we about to take over. It's about to be a movie, man.
Man.
Last question.
Last
question.
This just in.
No, that's last question because I know you got to go. But I wanted to ask you, so how did you meet Dave Chappelle?
I met Dave Chappelle through my partner, GTO, King and GTO. You know what I'm saying? They introduced me to Dave Chappelle. But Dave Chappelle's a Muslim. A lot of people don't know that.
I knew that.
Yeah, he's a Muslim. And, when they introduced me to him, and he took a liking to me. And so, we built a real good relationship, and I appreciate that relationship that we do have.
Wow. You got to get him in a video. He got to do it. Yeah,
I feel like, there's levels to it. People want to see me work.
Of course.
They want to see me put in that work, because they had to put in a lot of work. Mm-hmm. And so people want to see me working. And once they see that I'm really a worker and I ain't trying to just, come up off them, they willing to do whatever for me. But they know I ain't like that anyway. I'm a self-made nigga, so they know what it is with me.
Who else would you like to work with in the music?
To be honest with you, man,
there's a lot of artists
I like to work with motherfucking Jay-Z, man.
You like to work with Jay?
Yeah, I like to work with Jay-Z. I can't lie. I love to work with Jay-Z. I love to work with somebody like Rihanna. Somebody that I know when this motherfucking record come out, bitch is up. You know what I'm saying? Bitch is gone. Man, I don't want no half-ass niggas. Don't put me on no track with no half-ass niggas out here. You keep them. Who I want to work with, I want to work with the motherfucking upper echelon, the GOATs.
That's hard.
The Jiggers, the Rihannas, the motherfucking Beyonce. I already know soon the motherfucking record drop, bitch is up.
It's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, thank you for coming on the show, man. Hey, man, how can people get a hold of you if they're trying to reach out, man, to work with you? Want to get a feature or something like that?
Yeah, so my IG is Goldmouf Fan Goon, GOLDMOUF _Fan Goon, FAMGOON. You know what I'm saying? They can holler at my manager, Los. His info on my IG page. My motherfucking Facebook, same shit, Goldmouf Fan Goon. TikTok, Twitter, everything.
You can't lie when you come back, because you coming back once you drop this whole movement with the new project. Yeah. You got to come back through and see Boss Talk once it drops.
Oh yeah, hold up, man. I'm sorry, man. I gotta give a shout out to my partner Ivory Scott, man.
Okay.
He's a great writer, you know what I'm saying? I had to swallow my pride and link up with Ivory Scott. Him and Hitmaker, they do a lot of writing for a lot of major artists. So he wrote a lot of records, he co-wrote a lot of records on my new project, which is called Now and Never, that is about to come out. And I want to make sure that I give my nigga a shout out because I love Ivory Scott. He's a GOAT.
How important is it to pick the right people to work with when you're dealing with today's, from what you've seen since you've been home? You've been home now 3 years. This independent movement that's going on with all the the artists is, it ain't big on the deals like it used to be. Like how important is it to build up the right team of people around you to work with when you're doing a project? Man, it's always good. No matter if you're doing a project. I mean, in life, you gotta build up. You gotta have the right people around you. But you have to connect the dots. It ain't something that comes overnight. You have to, say, this person is very good at managing. This person right here is very good at writing. You just got to build a team around you, and a lot of things just fall in place, man. When you got a sincere heart, when you genuine, a lot of people want to work with you. And so far, that's how it's been with myself. A lot of people want to work with me. People like Bigger Rankin. Yeah, shout out to Bigger Rankin. Yeah. He called me all the time and give me advice and let me know that I'm him. He always let me know that I'm him. So I appreciate getting advice and wisdom from brothers like that. People like Rollo, he called me all the time and let me know the moves that I should be making. Los,
You know, he always in my corner. You know, my partner GTO, you know, Keen, Travis, you know what I'm saying, the whole Chappelle team, Country. A lot of people, man, so many people fuck with me because they know I'm authentic, you know. So I just appreciate all the people that fuck with me, that's there for me, that want to see me win, you know what I'm saying, versus the fuck nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I think, hey man, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You already know. Thank you for having me, bro.
Big love. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
Where the bosses talk.
Man.